Hey guys, kumusta? It's Ligaya and welcome to a brand new challenge that I totally made up myself a couple of years ago, but it has been in the back of my mind begging me to make it better, and I am so proud and ready to introduce to you the Sims 4 Assassin Challenge. And yes, sure, I might not be the best at finishing Sims 4 challenges, but I am pretty amazing at creating them, and I am sure you're gonna enjoy this. So if you're into chaos, secrets, and a little bit of murder, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive in. So the full challenge rules are linked in the description, so check it out if you want to play along. And now let's get sneaky. So here we are in this facility right here. We're starting with a nobody. This sim, she's not a person. She's a ghost, a shadow, a weapon. She doesn't exist in the eyes of the world. No family, no past, no future outside of her mission. She was created to clean up the messes others can't. And when she's done, no one will even know she was there. She's just a number one in a long line of assassins before her, but now she's a young adult, fully trained, fully activated. And her traits were chosen with precision. She was like forced to develop these traits. First is being neat, because sometimes the job gets, messy and loose ends. Unacceptable. Then she's nosy. She doesn't just dig for secrets, she buries people with them. Also, she's shady because trust is a luxury, and that was a luxury she was never taught. She thrives in half truths and misdirection, so she has no aspirations, no personal goals. She was made for one purpose only. She's here to serve, and when the mission ends, so does the assignment. So her look, as you've seen earlier, always the same: cold, calculated, all black wardrobe, sunglasses indoors, no warmth, no softness, just control. Unless the mission calls for a disguise, then she becomes whoever they want her to be. So this is who you're gonna be watching. This is the sim you're gonna follow. But before we dive into the mission, let's break down first the ground rules of the Assassin Challenge. This mission would be more fun if it won't run on vanilla. Like, you can use extreme violence mod for obvious reasons, wicked whims, because seduction is a tool, so use it when needed. And then, of course, base mental drugs. This is optional, really. But next is UI cheats, maybe for cleanup, setup, and mission control. Actually, you can add whatever mod you want to play with. That's fine, as long as it's fun for you. And you can start fresh or drop into someone else's populated save file. The more drama and depth in the townies, I think, the better the story, the better the intels. But for neighborhood stories, you have to turn them off for all the target families. Targets don't get to die off screen. They'll only die when you say so. And we have a teacher, so every assassin needs training, and you'll create a mentor sim, someone who is cold, distant, emotionally detached. This is the sim that I created as her teacher, and she's the only connection to your sim's past, and they're never friends. They provide the mission, set the standards, and disappear into the shadows. So here we go. This is Agent 789. She has no name, no past, just a number and a purpose. She's currently held in an underground facility. Yeah, so she is here in Evergreen Harbor. She is in this underground facility that is owned by the Shadow, a covert organization with deep ties and even deeper pockets. To the public, they're clean, government contracts, security systems, weapons R&D, but behind those closed doors, they create assassins. Elite, precise, disposable. 789 is their latest, and the doctors are just finalizing her enhancements, implanting the serum, syncing the neural tracker, calibrating control protocols, and now the teacher will see her. So the teacher doesn't offer kindness, only orders, only missions. This is not family, this is not life. This is the start of a career built on silence, blood, and erasure. And it looks like she's gonna be waking up now. There we go. So she is done with all those enhancements. She's online. And of course, they must maintain their privacy, so you have to go here while they talk. Shoo, 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 shoo. They do not need you here. They are actually waiting for you to go, or else she's gonna shoot you between your eyes. Okay, good boy. You value your life. She said all contracts must be carried out between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. because assassins move under the cover of night. Also, your answer to this always is no. She cannot like anything. She has no emotions, okay? I mean, she has no concept of liking things. So, yeah, that's it for the time span wherein you can kill Sims. And then she must use charm, seduction, manipulation, whatever the mission calls for. False friendships are fair game, but remember, anyone who sees the kill becomes a side contract. No witnesses, no slip-ups. Pets are like the only exception, so let them live. By day, you also blend. You have to hold a job, smile at your neighbors, go to brunch if you must, but it's all for the cover. And finally, you must maintain a hidden operations room. It can be underground or sealed off. It should include files on every target, like screenshots, notes, evidence, surveillance equipment, and whatever else keeps you in control. And so the teacher is just gonna tell her about the mission or the target, who is Nancy Landgraab. Her location is at Landgraab Manor at Oasis Springs. And the intel that we've gotten is that Nancy presents herself as a polished socialite. But she's been operating as a silent takeover. She has been using coercion and pressure to force small business owners to sell their land to her. Her real aim? Acquiring Oasis Springs legacy lots to pave the way for soulless high-rise development. And some people are pissed because of that. So she's really ruthless in business, obsessive about her public image, and just fiercely protective of her son Malcolm, although it doesn't really mention about her husband. So your cover is being a young urban civil designer rising through the civic planner branch. And don't worry, yeah, we are gonna get you a job. Traits for the public eye is being genius, materialistic, and outgoing, but you must keep your nosiness. You can use cheats for this, by the way, but blend in with ambitious, greenwashed elite. You make them trust you, basically. And this thing is so fucking noisy, I'm sorry. But the teacher says they got her a home, a modest-looking home with a hidden room that is neutral, cozy, curated for casual drop-ins outside to the public eye. So you must gain 100% friendship with Nancy, get close enough for her to lower her guard and invite you to her house. And then you must reach 100% friendship with Malcolm as well, because he's the heir, so you must get him to see who his mother truly is. And then you must host at least 5 dinner parties, like eco-chic, garden-to-table events to gather intel and build your cover. Because here's her cover lifestyle. She must maintain a native plant garden sanctuary, do sunrise yoga on the balcony each morning, host weekly wine and art nights to support the local scene, and she must also display stacks of urban planning books to appear intellectually in the know. And also, she must cook garden-to-table meals for guests, all in the name of sustainability. So you just have to complete this mission with no witnesses, no suspicions, and she will receive a 10,000 simoleon payout from the organization. I know it doesn't sound much, but this is like her first mission. So yeah, failure is not an option. And then there's this thing that they're gonna give her. It's a freeze ray, so I'm just gonna put this in her inventory. And they say that you can use that to mind control other people, freeze them, but please do not use it when there's witnesses, okay? But before her infiltration begins, must undergo final adjustments. Agent 789 is no exception, so she's been cleared for CAS or CAS or Covert Aesthetic Simulation, the standard shadow protocol for deep covers missions. But here, appearance is a weapon, style becomes a strategy, and everything from hair to posture to shoe choice is recalibrated to serve the mission. She'll walk out of this place unrecognizable, not as the assassin she is, but as who the target needs her to be. She also has a new name and personality that we're gonna see later. But girl, you have to go to CAS already. Go here. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm so excited. What the heck? In Oasis Springs, she is Paige Lancaster. She'll live as a young civil designer, harmless. She gardens, she hosts wellness retreats, she throws eco-friendly dinner parties, and talks zoning permits over rosé. But beneath all that, she is a cold-hearted killer. Okay, so people have seen her arriving. I just hope that there's a welcome for her because what the hell? What do you mean? We just live across the Landgraabs also. So I'm gonna be super duper pumped to kill her if Nancy Landgraab will not welcome us with a welcome wagon. So here is her home, and they did not spare any expense. The organization really wanted this done. Like they wanted her to just live by her cover. However, we gotta set up this room. Also, I have deleted each and every one of my furniture CCs because it felt like my game was just slowing down too much. So, we are gonna make do with this. I have never ever played with just the stuff in game. Like I made sure to always have at least CC beds, but no, not today. Okay, I'm done, and let's just go check it out because it is the most important thing in this house. And here we go. And should I adjust the light? Yeah, I think I should for this room. Just make it blue. Okay, that really gives it that feel, and it works. And can I like go out here? She can get out, and she can also get in. Okay, go here. This one is for analyzing things, of course. This is a camera that she must keep with her all times. And then here are the drones that she can use for surveillance of the Landgraabs. Let me just put it, okay, just floating around then. That is something that only agents can decode. This thing is her board to craft whatever it is that she needs. And my darling, you are hungry. Now, she knows many different languages. She can change her accent at a whim. She knows how to dismember people, what are their vital organs, what pressure points are to make them sleep, what to make them die. However, she doesn't know how to cook. She's never cooked a meal in her life. Back at the Shadow facility, meals were kind of prepared by staff, nutritionally calculated to optimize her performance. Every calorie, every vitamin planned, controlled, so this is a little bit confusing. They do have a tablet in here though, and groceries. So she's pretty sure she can whip something up, and it's 5 p.m., but the easiest is a single serving of a sunny side up. There is no combat protocol for scrambled eggs, and no assassin training ever prepared her for the horror of washing dishes. But if she wants to pass as normal, this is part of the mission. She is also practicing all her smiles because that's who Paige is. And tonight she has a plan, just a quick surveillance, just to find out more about her target. And trust me, she is gonna be super duper quiet. They won't even know she's there. Of course, it's excellent quality. I almost got nervous because I thought you were gonna freak it up. And she has a dishwasher at least. But here's her boss telling her about another thing. They got her a job. Remember what they said about her having to pose as a normal person? And her being a civic planner? Yep, they got her one. Yep, they got her a job as one. Yeah, look how easy that was. With one silent call and a forged resume, Agent 789 has secured employment as a civil designer assigned to the policy planner track. So it's really not just a job, it's a direct line to the power players of Oasis Springs, like developers, politicians, and most importantly, Nancy Landgraab. Like, officially, she helps shape the future of the town, creating eco-friendly initiatives, drafting green development proposals, and working closely with wealthy stakeholders on zoning firms. And officially, she is now part of the very machine that Nancy is manipulating. How long is this gonna take? Oh my gosh, she needs coffee before she infiltrates Nancy's lair, okay? Like a dark roast, maybe? And through her position, she gains access to public records like property data, city planning proposals, like everything that she needs to understand Nancy's empire from the inside out. So I think she can accidentally schedule meetings at the Landgraab owned sites, attend community events that Nancy sponsors. She can also review development permits Nancy has pushed through and maybe like insert herself into every boardroom Nancy controls. So in Nancy's eyes, I think she's gonna think of her as another eager young planner desperate to climb the ladder. But Paige isn't climbing. She's waiting, watching, and getting close enough to push Nancy off it. Off the ladder, I mean. And it's like 8 p.m. already, almost 9. Surely they're asleep, right? Surely. I mean, they're rich, and it seems like their house is kind of empty also, almost dead. There's no noise whatsoever. So, what she's gonna do is that she's just gonna go here and break in. Can we just use the back door? Yeah, can we use back doors, please? Because this seems very... Oh, wait, we don't even need back doors. Is this shit just open? Yeah, it is! Oh, it's open! Okay, come here. And this isn't about the kill, it's about the layout, about intel. So come over here and let's see what we are about to find. Yeah, there's a lot of rooms in here. It's a baby's room, but the file did not mention any other child. It's kind of just like Malcolm. Anyway, let's snoop in here next. Try to see what they're hiding. Whose room is this even? Is there like something important in that paper? Let's find out. Okay, so I guess this is about Malcolm. I got him from the gallery, okay? But Belle of the Eyeball. These are these rings I see folks wearing around town. They're odd, to say the least. It's not just how they look, it's how they look, if you know what I mean. They appear to be looking at me and only me every time I see them. The eyes follow me. But listen, it would be such a big issue if only one other sim had this ring, but they're everywhere, at least me. And when I close my eyes, these rings are all I can see. Oh, that is something else, really. The rings will never leave. I've been having nightmares about them, and lately they've been escalating. In the last dream I had, I saw myself wearing one of them. It sent a chill down my spine, and I would never let those rings get to me like that. Would I? Okay, I think you should see a therapist about that. But here's another room to snoop around with. And yeah, these must be guest rooms, really. We can even snoop in here. Okay. But we gotta also watch out for the owners of this house. It doesn't seem like they're in the house, actually. They must be out having dinner somewhere, but you gotta hurry up. Because what if this runs out and they're gonna come back? Trashy habit of Nancy Landgraab, finally. And don't tell me this is her bedroom. You're telling me you've never gone over to a neighbor's house to use their trash can? Girl, we are your neighbor. What are you talking about? What are you gonna do to a trash can? Taking out the trash can be such a hassle sometimes. All I want to do is get rid of these gross water cups my house guests left everywhere, or maybe a spoiled grilled cheese sandwich in a while. Once in a while, I mean. Sometimes I can't even be bothered to wash those dishes. I just need them gone. So if the trash is full, I'll just pop over to the trash can real quick and drop all the dishes in. They've never noticed anyways. What? How rich are you? Also, look at these shoes. I never noticed that detail before, but they look good. Really good. Okay, fuck. Wait. The owner of the house is outside. Abort, abort, abort. Come here. Go jog here. Run, girl. Run. Run, what are you doing? Run! Run! Okay, no secrets on that wardrobe, but run, 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 run! They're here. What are you gonna do? Oh, I thought she was gonna swim. Okay, finally. And he cannot detect us. Like, seriously, he cannot see us. Where are the others? Where's your family? Huh? Where are they? But go, keep on running, girl. Go there, run immediately. I don't think he can notice you anymore. I don't think anybody can. Oh crap, we have this thing hanging over our necks. This camera, and we forgot to take a photo. We forgot to take photos of the layout of their house. We'll try that next time then. Okay, but she's gotta sleep because tomorrow, no, later at 2, oh no, not 2, but like at 5 or 6 perhaps in the morning, she has to wake up again and do yoga because people have to see her doing yoga. Like, that's her whole personality. That's a part, I mean, of her whole personality. Even adults use their phone now obsessively. Jeez. But somebody better be watching. Somebody better be. Like, let's see who is watching. Nothing yet. Or no one yet, I mean. But someone's over there. And I would say she went out on a night out, but she's holding a book. So that's really early. I don't know how put together your life is, but I'm jealous. And there's also another one right here, Rodwan Gomez. And we will do this until 7. We have to do this every day so that they would know that she does this every morning. She could not possibly do killings at 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. when she has to wake up and do this every day. Also, you have to cook breakfast, girl, because you have work in 3 hours and you are very hungry and you need a shower. And look at you already making yourself amazing breakfast, but also that is just like bacon, egg, and bread stacked together. So not that impressive. Yes! Okay, yeah, we can work from home. That is perfect with what I'm about to put down because I gave her a workplace. So this is kind of like her office. And look at her outfit. It is a very HR violation core. Okay, but anything that would catch Miss Nancy's attention. Ooh, the teacher is checking in. She said congrats on landing that sweet job. I think this is going to be great for you, which is code for something else. They're trying to tell her that the Landgraab connections are already in place and to use this opportunity wisely, keep a low profile and focus on the intel. Remember, we don't rush the kill. Not yet. Keep moving forward and the mission is now hers. Kind of scary, but let's check Miss Nancy Landgraab, please. And you just got paid 400 simoleons for checking the community ward. What kind of job is this? An interview about neighborhood action plans. Bingo. Also, has that always been there? Okay, so let's just do a respectful introduction with Joffrey freaking Land. Who is this? It's her, I think. Nancy. But forget Joffrey, we gotta talk to her. Let's do a friendly introduction, please. And yes, while serving cunt bitch, let her come to you. She was like, hey, miss.
Binja.
Hi. Oh, a tank? Why a tank? Why is that your greeting? And she's like, oh my god, it's like looking at a mirror. It's like looking at myself 15 years ago. Oh, hi. Who are you? Oh, I'm just the new policy maker thingy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just the new policy planner. And I want to interview you about the neighborhood action plans. Your name is... And so she's gonna talk to Nancy in the street. However, I do think like a more formal setting is gonna be better for this because like it's so hot out here. So let's go and sit and chat here while I interview you. And this is great because Nancy is always so eager to talk about herself is what she noticed. And who did that? Okay, But yeah, she's saying that she's been a key player in shaping this town. You know, she's really been the driving force behind much of its developments, especially when it comes to the downtown core. And she's like,
Lamina
yeah,
gata
I know. I
puti
actually
zena
heard so much
hoy.
about you, and I was
Nulex.
actually hoping to get
Makosa.
your
Shashay.
thoughts on the upcoming neighborhood action
Zisamba.
plans. There's been a lot of talk about,
Ah.
revitalization, and I thought you'd be the perfect person to ask.
Dag
After all,
dag.
you're not just a planner, are you? You're a real estate mogul? Like, what's your take on it? And from behind the
Ah.
sunglasses, her eyes gleams as she
Erishuba
begins to
dunda.
brag, clearly enjoying the spotlight. She's like, oh my god,
Chimarinja
thank you
bean
so much for
slopish.
asking.
Jaffis
I've
bar.
been in this business for
Jabi.
years now, first with
Narshko.
small developments and over time expanding into the large scale projects. Like the future of Oasis Springs is in high rises and modern houses, not slums. Like people need more affordable living spaces, but with the luxury touches they desire. And you know, the definition of
Zarkini.
affordable for Nancy Landgraab is like
Loopy.
not affordable.
Schwaby.
And she is just making her talk, making sure her interest is genuine, her eyes never leaving Nancy's as she flatters her. And she also asks, like, what's your next big project? Like, any plans to bring new ventures into the community? And since she wanted to walk and talk, here we are. And she says, well,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, yes, I'm actually working on securing a few old properties in the more poorer area of Oasis Springs. And once I'm able to finalize the acquisitions, I'll be able to build several mixed-use complexes. It's going to completely reshape the neighborhood. And she's like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Nancy. And she's like, oh, thank you. I never even caught your name, darling. Paige Lancaster. She says she mentions casually that she's a policy planner specializing in urban development and zoning, and she's currently working with the city on the upcoming neighborhood action plans. And she just thought that Nancy would be the perfect person to speak about because of her experience and vision for Oasis Springs. And her eyes lit up even more. I mean, Nancy's, like the mention of policy planner instantly clicked for her. She's just really a business minded person, and she thinks that Paige can help her, like someone who understands the power of influence and the intricacies of city planning. And Nancy had said goodbye, but they definitely meet each other soon. And there you have it. Mission number one is off to a smooth start with Paige Lancaster, or Agent 789, already embedding herself in the Landgraab empire. And it really wasn't long before Nancy Landgraab was so flattered. But this is just the beginning. As Paige continues to infiltrate her world, the stakes only get higher. So will she manage to win over the rest of the family? What will it take to get closer to Nancy and complete the mission? Only time will tell. So don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed watching Paige work her magic, and if you're not already subscribed, now's the time to do it. So thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye!